Hey everybody, so today I saw The Intruder, directed by Dion Taylor, starring Megan Good, Michael Ealy, and Dennis Quaid. This movie fucking sucks. I hated it. I hated every single second of this fucking movie aside from the utter hysterical laughter I experienced at the end of the movie and at certain points throughout it. Let's start simply. The directing is lazy. It consistently switches from slow-mo shots back to regular all the way throughout the movie, and especially at the end in the final fight scene. The acting is terrible across the board, save for Dennis Quaid. To me, he does a decent job as an unhinged man who is slowly losing his mind. The script is just plainly awful. There are storylines that are introduced and simply dropped to make things smoother. The motivations and story beats make zero sense for every character, and every character in this movie is a complete and utter fucking idiot. They do things that make little sense. Michael Ealy's character is terrified that Dennis Quaid consistently is breaking in and getting into the house and watching them while they sleep. But for some reason, he still sends his wife back home alone with no protection to the house where he thinks Dennis Quaid is breaking into. Why the fuck would you do that? Wouldn't you send the police with her and tell them that you're afraid that the guy who was brought up on murder charges and the cops almost pressed murder charges against for suspiciously almost killing his wife, wouldn't you send her home with protection after the numerous times he has just shown up on your property and you have told him to leave you alone and not come there anymore? Wouldn't you send her home with a friend? Or, like I said, call the fucking police and get her escorted home. You have a lot of money. You have a high-paying job. You can afford to pay someone to guide your wife home. It's fucking stupid. The soundtrack is terrible. There are consistent moments where terrible ADR comes in and overcovers the audio. 10% of this entire fucking movie is establishing shots. Every scene transition has an establishing shot in it. It's mind-boggling, some of the things they do in this movie. It's so painfully dumb and stupid, and I don't understand why they did it half the time, besides the fact that it's cheap, and this is a dumb, cheap, stupid movie that Sony Screen Gems can shit out 3 times a year and make their money back plus some. Every year there's movies like this, and every year people go to see them because, ooh, I'll go see what's going on. Ooh, The Boy Next Door, let's go see that. Ooh, The Intruder, let's go see that. Oh, has Jennifer Lopez in it? Oh, it must be good, even though it's a Sony Screen Gem movie that looks cheap and looks like every other movie that comes out that's just like this. Oh, it must be completely, wholly original and completely new to the scene. Something that Hollywood has never done. It must be. It's fucking not. Stop falling for it. Stop. I saw this movie. The only reason why I saw this movie is so I can do this goddamn review, so I can stop people from seeing this stupid piece of trash, dumb fucking movie. This movie is stupid. And aside from the hysterical laughter I had at the end of the movie, I hated every second of it. The characters are stupid. The acting is terrible. The story is terrible. And easily could have been a 80-minute Lifetime movie on TV that nobody would have had to pay for. Every Screen Gem movie is like this. It feels cheap, it looks cheap, and it is a cheap movie. Hire more fucking actors to be in this movie, but I'm going to give The Intruder a 3.9 out of 10. See you in hell. Guys, that's how this movie ends. Michael Ealy's character says that to Dennis Quaid, and then he shoots him, and then it cuts to black very abruptly. I ended this movie the way that movie ends itself. Imagine that I'm saying this like in asterisks or parentheses, and it's not actually part of the review, and then I ended it where I was supposed to, but I did it for the joke, for the lulz, so somebody can get some enjoyment out of this fucking movie besides me.